Ladies and gents, welcome back to the 2019 European Freestyle Pro Tour here in Lanzarote. We've had a couple of technical issues to kick things off. I'm standing here next to Dudu Levy. He's here to give us some little B commentary. We've had already a couple heats of the quarterfinals, and we're on the second one already. We have in this heat, we have the one and only
Giovanni Passani.
Giovanni Passani is out there, yeah, and Antoine Albert as well. So these guys are already kicking things off. Dudu, tell us, I mean, you've been on the water today, how is it out there?
Yeah, basically we almost finished this heat, or just in the middle, but the guys here inside, like fully on fire, making all the moves. We have some ramps, we have some, like the winds is totally here, not that strong, but all the guys with medium sails, and it's looking really good.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, with this higher tide, the ramps that we're kind of familiar, kind of used to here, that we're familiar with, are not really kicking up right now. But as the tide drops a bit later, we should see them kicking up. You know, the wind's at its kind of like really the best point of the day now. In the next couple of hours, it's going to be great. So looking forwards now towards exciting finals as we go into the evening here. So yeah, Anton Albert, Giovanni Passani, who's your money on?
Actually, I really don't know. I saw some really good moves of Antoine. I think he's right now like a bit with high scoring than Giovanni, but I don't know. I'm actually was a bit don't look on all the heat.
Yeah, we're just working on that. We'll get some scores on the screen in a moment. If you want to see them, then check them out on EFPT.net/live, where you'll be able to have this show going on as well as watching all the live scoring. So guys both go for moves at the same time. There looks like Antoine Albert got an air bob, and what did Giovanni get there? Did you catch that one?
No, it was behind the rocks.
Okay, becoming a rock star. Giovanni loves it. So here we go. So we've got the guys heading out here. Both heading out, so they're going to have ramps. They're going to take to the air a little bit. Looks like Giovanni going for a forward bonker, just squeezing it out there. Yeah, a little slow rotation on the bonker, but you know, given the conditions and the lighter winds, it's impressive nonetheless. So a good move for him, that's for sure. Let's just check in here again. So we've got Anton Albert, he's just tacking out back. So heat times, heat durations, we've got 10-minute heats, that's right?
Yeah, 10-minute heat.
How many moves to count, do you know?
Yeah, 3 moves per attack.
Okay, so that's they're allowed as many attempts as they like, aren't they? They can
more or less, it's 10% per attack, but it's too much.
Yeah, but the format here is the format is you can go for as many moves as you want, any attack, but only 1 per attack at a time. They'll only count the first one you go for, and they'll count your best 3 moves at the end of the heat from each attack. So it looks like Giovanni coming in now.
Switch.
Air funnel, go for another air funnel. Was that a burner? Sorry.
Oh,
it's crashed. Looking out the window at the same time. So Giovanni just going down, a bit uncharacteristic. Did I just see the arm of Anton Albert up in the air? Complaining a bit that maybe it's not windy enough. He looks like he's playing around, so I'm not sure what he's complaining about. Right, so let's get these scores up. If you want to see them, EFPT.net/live, and you can check the scores there. Well worth doing because you can keep track of these guys, you know, who's currently leading and stuff like that. Looks like, well, we need to get the scores up as well. Here we go. So it looks like it's super tight at the moment. Giovanni is Giovanni has 35.54 and Antoine Albert with 35.94. So it's literally half a point in it. That's really, really tight. So, and it looks like we're into the last minute as well. So the green flag has gone down, and we're into the last minute. What they're going to do, I mean, if we look closely at the scores, you can see that's the horn already. So I think the only chance there for Albert just to up the score a little bit was perhaps working on that air flacker 360 on the way out. He would have liked to have upped that a little bit. I mean, we see him do some sick air chatchoos here, and If you see the highlights from last time, then you'll see all of those, him throwing down huge air chanchus and stuff like that.
Also, we've seen him on the heat right now, both ways making kabikuchi, like one after the other, like straight.
Yeah, I mean he's got them both sides locked in. Most moves he has locked in. Yeah, most moves he has locked in both ways. To be honest, he's got those pretty dialed. So this guy is totally on form. Meanwhile, it's a heat break. We've got 3 minutes now till the next heat, and coming up in the next heat is. Looks like we've got Anthony Rones, the Frenchman, against Jacopo Testa. I mean, what a guy! I mean, Jacopo Testa last year not last year, sorry, 2 years ago, had the strongest comeback ever in freestyle windsurfing, coming from the very last heat of the double elimination in the second chance comeback round, and taking on one after another in each round of the draw until he got to the finals, beating every single person in the top, I think it's the top 5. He beat every single person all the way through, and then won the finals twice to take the victory at the event. I mean, it was a hell of a comeback, huh? Wasn't that?
Yeah.
That was one of the most insane moments in freestyle windsurfing. So yeah, picking up Jacopo. But Anthony Rones, he's been training this morning. We've captured him on camera doing some really sick moves in his usual stylish way. And he's grinning on the beach. He's loving being here. It's really like one of his favourite destinations, if not his favourite destination on tour or any event. And he really excels here. So it's going to be an exciting one. They've both got power. Testa maybe a little bit more technical with the sliding to the spot combinations, and Anthony throwing a bit more sort of the no hands. What do you reckon, dude? Who's your money on?
I saw actually Japo here already 1 week training, and I saw him like with many crazy moves on and off. Like he's really constant on all the moves, and he's going big. He really wants to take it, and he's going big.
He is, and it looks like the heat is about to start. The green flag is coming. It's going to be a close one. Who's going to go first? We're watching out the window. There's the horn, so it's 10 minutes now. Best 3 moves. Renes kicking things off. Oh, just going down, just forcing the move a little bit. And meanwhile, Jacopo Testa far out back. Burner? There it is, so nice burner from Jacopo Testa. Good start from him. He'll be, he wouldn't have seen Anthony, so he'll probably think Anthony laid down something sick. Although knowing Testa, he's probably not really worried too much about anyone else on the water. He really likes to focus on his own game, so let's see. So here we go. Jacopo Testa coming in. So once again, if you want to see the live scoring, we've got scoring happening right now. It's on efpt.net/live, and you can follow it all there. You can see the heat eliminations. Testa coming in now. Looks like he's going to go for a shove spoke. Nice, clean shove
into spoke.
Into
Yeah.
spoke. Nice. And Anthony Rones outside, charging, forward loop, just a forward loop. So sticking that one there.
Nice one.
Wanting more, always wanting more. Huh? These guys, they never really want to go for just a single move.
Actually, both of the guys have crazy style, and it's really nice to see it right here, because this is a place that is hard to bring your style into.
Yeah, I mean with the chop and stuff. And Testa with the Pasco, nice. Let's hit the replay on that. Nice Pasco there, spinning around. Keeping quite vertical on the rotation, so looks like Testa sort of making it safe, getting the move. You know, sometimes it's all about that, making sure it's a safe move. So once again, if you're tuning in last year and tuning in this year, we've got Marco Lufen in the house.
Hola chicos.
Luffy, how are you? We're just watching a trademark one-handed, almost tail grab from Anthony Rones. Lufen, how are you? You've been on the water already?
Yeah, it's fun. I really liked it. The first 2 weeks have been great, but then the French baguette kicked me out.
French baguette? Which French baguette?
Le Ruines.
And this guy now.
So it's Jacopo against Anthony.
Yes. Yeah. So Anthony.
Who's leading at the moment?
Let's check the scoring. So once again, EFPT.net/live. Tester in the lead at the moment. Meanwhile, Anthony Air Chachu, sick on there. Just see that in the background.
And Japo.
Japo charging out now. Let's see what he's got. Forward loop.
Wants the bonker.
He wants it, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, we had Anthony earlier too, just like a normal forward loop as well. But these guys always want a lot more.
Yep. I mean, I was freestyling with Anthony earlier on, and I was like, yeah, I can beat this guy. But then all of a sudden, when the signal comes on, it's a switch that it's killing mode activated.
It's crazy, huh? That's crazy. That's what some of these guys are super good at doing. So.
Runes
with a nice scope with it, just catching the end of it.
Did Japo already do his signature chacho on the way in?
No, I don't think we saw that yet.
Pulo, double pulo, sick.
Nice.
Like it's nothing. 1 and 2. There it is. Easy.
And Pasco from Anthony. A little bit wet.
Sick there. So we can look at that. We've got Pasco from Anthony, was Japo going through a bonker at the same time. A little bit wet there from Anthony, but
the bonker was
pretty sick style, yeah. Wow, crazy. So what do you guys think at home? Who do you think is going to pass? Leave us some comments. We're on YouTube with this one, so leave us some comments on the YouTube channel in the comments section, and we can check that out. Or on the EFPT Facebook page as well. Live score at the moment, well, we need an update on that. We'll see fairly soon what the scores are. It looked like Japo was in the lead, so I imagine he's probably holding that one at the moment. But Anthony's definitely coming back, isn't he? Ducking now, air funnel burner on the inside. And actually, it's like wet, like not the best of conditions for that right now. It's
honestly,
like
on the inside. It's mega hard to sail out there right now because the wind is sort of shifting here on the inside and it's a bit more offshore, and outside it's completely sideshore.
Yeah. Marco, you've got a microphone in your hand.
Yeah.
This is the one here. Got the sound in.
Alright. And bonker, no. Regular forward loop.
Just another forward loop from Anthony, was it?
Yep.
It's got 2 forward loops on the way out. He wants to put them together into a double.
I think he wants the bonker as well. You saw it from Japo, probably.
I put a post up in my story about the live stream, who was tuning in, and if you want to see double forwards, and a lot of people want to see doubles, and both of these guys can do them. Japo does them here almost every year, so I think we can expect them in the competition sometime this week.
I think maybe if the tide is dropping down, then the waves are going to be bigger and steeper, so the guys will definitely go for double forwards. But right now, it seems to be a bit of a
no-headed burner.
Was that no-handed? We can check here on the replay. No-handed burner 360. Nice.
Classic.
Got those on lock, huh? Runners. Sick. So things looking good. If you're tuning in, EFPT.net/live. Check the scores. Japo still in the lead, but that might change now with his no-handed burner 360.
Japo coming in. Once the spark.
Meanwhile, Anthony, sorry for just missing this. Anthony going for a Pasco, trying to clean that one up. So Japo going down to the Spark.
But the Spark was pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, Spot Kulo is his move, isn't it?
Let's go a bit earlier. We saw today already in the quarterfinal one heat that we missed on the live stream. So we think right now that Boson was take this one.
Anthony going for the Kawaguchi. Yeah, so that earlier heat, Boson took the victory, advanced through, faces the fellow Frenchman, New Caledonian Antoine Albert. And then we've got now we've got the side of the next round for the next heat, the next round. Antti-Rennes, Jakob Batesta doing a showdown on this one. It's 10-minute heats, 3 moves to count each way. I'm here followed by being assisted by Dudu Levi, and Marco Lufon was just in the house. He's just crept out of the room. He's going to bring us some interviews later with the winners. So let's see, maybe one of these guys makes it through all the way to the winners final. Anthony gave a Shaka there, and then Batesta coming in. Spock.
Into Kulo. Nice.
Kulo, like it's nothing, huh? Okay, we're back. Sorry, just a little bit of issues on the mic there. We're all good. Don't worry. We're just tuning this one back in. It's been a bit rusty since the last live stream. So cool. Yeah, we've got Anthony here. We've got Jakob Batesta charging Anthony on the Gastro Taboo setup, and Jakob Batesta on the RD combo. Antti-Rennes going for Kulo. Just sticking that, and the guys meeting in the middle there. Chasing each other out. Was Yapo saying there to Anthony? Come on, mate, watch my big shifty. Cool. So if you're watching it, make sure to go on to the live page we've got on EFPT.net. Here we've got Anthony ducking, not quite getting the duck there. Maybe he's going to go again. Meanwhile, we've got Testa coming in here, coming on starboard attack. Yeah, on the live page you can check all the scores as well.
Chacho.
Unbelievable Chacho there. Into Spock, meanwhile out back, going for a back loop and sticking it. Wow, what a setup going on. These guys going for moves almost at the same time.
That was super stylish.
Chacho just sliding and sliding, huh? Unbelievable. Testa got that absolutely dialed in. Yeah, you can check our live page here, and you can see all the scores on that. Go for a lazy Susan, no way. Big lazy Susan there. No way. And just Rennes also going for like a Spock Pulo 360, but not quite getting that one. So end of the heat there. It'd be interesting if how they count that lazy Susan. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, that move that we don't see every day.
No, exactly.
Let's say.
I mean, it's got a certain number of points, but the judges still have an impact. Oh, sorry, just distracted by the live scores here on the live page.
Woo!
40 points for Jakob Batesta.
I think it's the highest score today.
I think so. I think it's the first one, straight 40 on the board, and I think it's the first one pushing over the 40. We'll have to double check that, but you can check all the scores also of the last heat, see how everyone's been doing here on the live page, and see who's advancing and who's getting those high scores as well. Anthony, unfortunately, 34.7. I mean, he put up a good fight and some sick moves there. The air chachu, the Pasco was nice. A little bit away at the end, you know. He tried to clean that one up, but not quite making that. The air funnel burner, super nice on the inside. You know, pulling that in those kind of lighter winds that we're seeing here today, it was impressive. And that chachu to wrap up there by Jakob Batesta, what a sick one. So it looks like the lazy Susan's coming in as a crash as well. So it's pretty, yeah, won't be seeing a score on that. It would have been interesting just to see, like, you know, a rough score. Cool. All right, so 40 points. So Jakob Batesta advancing into the semi-finals, and he'll be facing the winner of the next heat. It's another big one. I mean, there's no small heats anymore.
Yeah, this is a big one.
This is, who is it? Come on, do the
Sam Steve,
yeah.
coming here. I don't know. I didn't see him all the days here before, but the last day he was ripping it like here outside, and he's against Yentel. That's last year finished,
That's Yentl. Well,
Yeah,
let's talk about this year because he's winning. He's
yeah,
leading everything.
but I mean about Lanzarote.
He's
He was
not losing it.
finished first or second here last year on the double.
Last year here it was. Did Yentl win here last year? We can double check that. Let's just be sure before we shout it out.
I remember Bosson on the.
Bosson was Yentl did win because Bosson was leading, and then we had two doubles, and then Yentl came back and took the victory in the double, and then it was backwards and forwards between these two like crazy. It was such an exciting battle, and those two really put on a good show. I remember, and you can see all those highlights on our YouTube and Facebook channels. We've got all the highlight reels and all of that there. Yellow flag is up, so we're going to go to the riders on the water. Sam and Steve, green flag, here we go. Sam and Steve coming in on the purple sail on the Nil Pride JP combo. Meanwhile, Yentl going for double culo there, and Sam and Steve also coming out of that one. So looks like
Most of the moves
a
was
good
at the same
start.
time, so.
Yeah, both moves at the same time, trying to get one of them on the screen, and obviously missing both. Classic. Cool guys, thanks for joining us and tuning in. The action's getting more and more exciting, and now as we head into these final rounds, so quarterfinals at the moment, and we'll be going into the semi-finals in a minute after this heat, in 10 minutes, 10-minute heats, and 3-minute transitions. Yentl charging out here on this black and yellow 0.7. Meanwhile, it's Sam and Steve ducking.
Nice kono.
A nice kono there from Sam and Steve, so it's two moves apiece for these guys, huh? Not always the cleanest, but they're making these moves. They're getting them in these conditions, so it's
they need to warm up a little bit, but
good to build the foundations, as it were. So make sure you get yourself a solid start to the heat. Looks like Yentl's about to go for something.
Switch.
Yentl with switch. Here we go. He doesn't look like he's going that fast, but this guy doesn't need speed. Nice burner there. And looks like Sam saw that coming in. Sam's got switch dialed on start attack, so it's always exciting to watch him on start attack in switch. It's maybe the best guy in the world at that, especially on flat water. Looks like he's going to stay regular though. Oh my god, look at that double culo. Sick one.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Yentl is on the outside as we have a quick replay of this double culo. Unbelievable. Super clean, so he's going to be pretty stoked with that one, isn't he? Yentl there, big forward loop. You know, this guy would have wanted the bonker for sure. But not quite getting that. So as we jump to Sam here, Sam will be looking for a ramp as he goes over the reef here. There's a nice reef in the middle of the heat area, which is what attracts so many of the guys here, because it offers up a sweet kicker and allows everyone to launch into quite big moves. And as the tide drops now, we're going to start to see those kickers coming up. Talking of which, one offers Pascal opportunity for Steve, and Yentl, sorry to catch the end of this, but Yentl just goes around the spot culo there. So these guys go for moves at the same time, making our lives tricky. Good start. Looks like Yentl's in the lead.
Yeah. Actually, for now, I think they have each one like 1 or 2 moves per attack, so it's just the beginning of the heat. It's kind of hard to know now who is in the lead, because it's changed every move.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 minute to the next. These guys can throw down a sick move. Just catching the end of a Pasca there from Yentl, of course.
Switch.
The ultimate switching. Switch almost as good as this guy.
Yes.
There we go, Sam and Steve popping around an air funnel burner. So
A bit wet, but
given the wind, I mean, it's a hugely respectable move and a great
combination.
A great combo, yeah. Yentl down the wave here. That's a good place to do moves, huh? Down the wave face. Especially when it's lighter.
But it's Yentl. And he make it.
Funnel burner. There we go. And just making that one. The burner kind of flat, but really clean. So he's gonna get good points for that. And the execution is really a crucial part here. And it's it's really important to get super clean moves. So in the build up to this event, I mean, as we see Sam here going, both of the guys go for moves.
Bonka for Yentl.
Yeah, and
we didn't saw it actually.
A culo on the outside, so yeah, these guys making our lives super tricky. Let's see if we can get a little split screen or picture going and try and get both of these guys at the same time, because they seem to be a bit obsessed with trying to do the moves at exactly the same time. So here we go. Here we are, Sam and Steve coming in on the purple sail, and Yentl up there on the yellow and black 0.7. It looks like we're going to see that again. Both people. That's Sam. There we go. Kulo and Yentl just going off the plane. I mean, when Yentl goes off the plane, the wind is not light, or he's definitely chosen the wrong side sail. But I think it's very unlike Yentl to choose the wrong side sail. So it looks like the wind's pretty light. Maybe now as we get towards a later afternoon, it just starts to drop a little bit.
Yeah, most of the time when the tide is full high, the wind is a bit drop, and then when the tide go down, it's take the wind, like bring it back to the heat area, and yeah, we're waiting for it.
Again, they're both charging out together. What do you reckon? Moves at the same time?
Sam, maybe? We keep Sam.
We got Sam here. Yentl going up for a huge Pasco there.
Nice.
Cut back in. There's Sam going for a nice shaka. So still getting a nice clean move. So if you're checking in, then we're here now on the last heat of the quarterfinals. Sam and Steve against Yentl Kez. And the scores on the doors at the moment, Yentl is well ahead. With a massive score at the moment. And but Sam, you know, you can easily put it back. Still plenty of time, but unfortunately that's not going to help his campaign in this heat. So it looks like Yentl's solid heat so far. I mean, that air funnel burner getting like 7.29 in these light winds is super impressive. Meanwhile, they're both going for massive moves on the outside. And hard to know who to follow in that situation, but there on the screen you can see both of them actually both going down as well. So they're really pushing the moves. When it's like this, you know the feeling, do you? Like you're really trying to squeeze out the move.
Yeah, when you go high, sometimes it's a bit hard to control, and in the pressure of the heat, yeah, it's happened a lot actually.
The landing as well is pretty tricky also, so here we go.
Let's watch Sam.
Sam, burner into burner. Oh, and a wet one as well. No, it's not going to help this guy, even though it's a sick move and super impressive.
Yentl, coming in.
Yentl's turn now.
Airball.
Kulo.
Into Kulo.
Look at that crazy throw he does. Like, look on the replay here, this crazy throw where he does this and it almost looks like he's kind of throwing the whole gear away from him. And somehow gets it all round. And he's fully stretched out with his body. He's one-handed on that move. It's really impressive actually. It's super impressive light wind technique. So Sam charging out here. He's caught back a lot. He's caught up a lot. He's fought back and he's got 32.47. Yentl is just a touch below 40. So it's still a good chance. But is he getting in this kind of combo situation? I mean, Sam needs a big move on port tack, so that would be really the biggest help for Sam right now, is to get a huge move on port tack. He's probably going to try and clean that burner up. Oh, just catching the rail. Huge!
Oh, nice.
Huge air funnel burner. Unbelievable. A massive plot. Just cut that one and go to Yentl there. Looks like
let's go with Sam on the way out, Portak.
down there, unfortunately for Sam. So back to Yentl here. He's under 1 minute. It's not a lot of time to go. 42 seconds, and it looks like. I mean, he's still a chance. I mean, Sam needs a big move on full attack. But he would need a massive move, to be honest. He's got to catch up a lot.
Crash.
Nice shifty there. Just
Let's
going
watch
down,
Sam again.
And now we cut back to Sam here. As he comes in.
Going switch.
There we go.
And
unfortunately, not quite getting it, so that's the end
flag.
of the heat. Yeah, so just bouncing through moves there on the buzzer. I mean, not that he needed it, but be interesting to see if that one counts. As the judges were all cheering next door, we could hear them all. So we're going to be adding to the entertainment. We do have a drone, and we're going to be throwing this one up in the air shortly for these final heats. We're gonna get that drone up. I believe we have a heat break coming up. Oh no, we have 2 more heats now, and then we have a heat break. So we're gonna check the drone in the air and get some good drone shots in this picture as well. Just working on some technical things here. Sorry, going a little bit silent. Doodoo, come on, get your Freddie Mercury voice out. Let's hear a song. Any guys know Doodoo out there? He's had a little bit of a trim. He's no longer that shaggy sheep, but he's now Freddie Mercury, rocking the single moustache and the
change my style.
Short hair.
I'm sure that not everybody like it here in the room.
I'm sure you don't have the same love life as Freddie Mercury there, so it's, I'm happy sitting next to you.
But yeah, my voice didn't change. I'm still Doodoo and not Freddy.
Did you hope it would change? Was that the aim?
I prefer to be Freddie Mercury of the windsurf and not of the music scenes, but let's see.
He's got a pretty amazing voice nonetheless. Cool, anyway, back to the action here. We are going into the semi-finals. It's a French-New Caledonian showdown. Or these both guys both speaking Francais. We're going to get the cameras on the guys. We're going to get the cameras on the guys as we get ready for the heat. Not long till the green flag. And Adrian Bosson against Antoine Albert. So Antoine Albert on the Goya with the yellow in the sail to stand out a bit there. And then Bosson is on the sail with the red and white, the duotone sail. So we're going to see these guys kicking off. Let's cut to a closer shot of them. Antoine Albert must have just seen a little whale out there or something as he points forwards. I'm trying to tell Bosson, no, I'm going upwind. do chat occasionally out there. Do you ever chat to anyone outside on the water when you're in a heat or coming up to the start of your heat?
Some of the guys, who you mean?
When you're against someone, do you sometimes have a little word or maybe?
Most of the people are really
everyone's
really
pretty
focused,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I try to like for me it's give me more relax and chill when I'm trying to speak with somebody.
Yeah. It's so hard to know who to go for. It looks like Albert just sliding around move there, whilst Bosson hair funnel into funnel. So sticking a good move to get things started there for Bosson.
Good start.
Both of the guys getting moves. I think Albert did the same move, so we'll see who put the who got the higher one there. You can check that on the live page, of course. Said it a few times already. EFPT.net/live. Oh my God! Huge Basco there. At the same time, a sick air caddy on the outside. Unbelievable! Look at that. I mean, if anybody saw the highlights from Costa Brava or Antoine Albert's Facebook page, his Instagram, you'll see this huge one he did in Costa Brava off actually pretty small chop. But
Yeah, this guy has super control on the portac like normal duck, and you can see that here.
What an insane move. I mean, that's going to be a massive scoring move in these conditions. It looks like maybe the wind has picked up a little bit. Bosson's looking very comfortably powered up. Albert throwing that huge move. So Bosson just ducking regular and going for, looks like he didn't quite make it.
Let's check.
Now we check in here on
Antoine
Albert. I mean, he's diverse. He's got all the moves dialed, both tacks.
Yeah. Practiced a bit in Pozo lately.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's going to be at a PWA Pozo event. He's practicing his inside jibe for the, for the run out. That's what they do there, don't they? They jibe on the inside and then charge out and go for some mental move on the outside.
Yep.
So it looks like Albert's jibe is pretty hot. Come on, someone. Bosson ducking. Regular stance. Air cabbie. Super clean. Super clean there. Nice one. He'll be happy with that. And a nice big Pasco from
Antoine
Albert. So looking at the scores, early scores, very early scores, as we're just waiting for some scores to drop. But it looks like Bosson just taking a small lead there at the moment, but I think we're waiting for quite a few moves. Actually, that's that air funnel exchange, or air funnel exchange in the beginning. Looks like Bosson's was just a tiny bit cleaner, maybe a tad higher, giving him the edge there. But there's been quite a lot of moves since then, so you can check the live scores. You can see as soon as they're updated. Sometimes the judges want to just be sure of the scores, and as moves happen quite quickly, they make sure they get the scores right. And sometimes it can take a tiny bit longer for them to come through. So Albert coming in, regular stance, a trademark duck of his, a unique technique, kind of feeding around the beam there.
We saw
saw
lately those like ducking the technique on a few other competitors, huh?
They're starting to do that also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
trying to get more control.
Stefan de Bell also is doing that, and for a double culo there, but unfortunately getting a little bit wet on the landing.
It's look like the wind is a bit gusty right now.
It does, doesn't it? So.
But the guy keep pushing, and let's watch Bosson right now. On the way in, it's going switch. Werner funnel.
I just saw at the same time I just saw Albert have a little look back just to see what's going on there. Forward loop from Albert. Let's see what we've got here. So it looks like we've got Bosson charging out. Assuming we're going to see something fairly sizable here, no doubt.
Oh, shifty from Bosson.
Sick shifty there from Bosson. Super nice. See him just go up there. Real nice technique and just whipping it around. Kind of really looking up and over the shoulder. Absolutely
super
clean
control.
landing, so it's going to be great to see how that scores. And we have the drone in the air. Let's see how we're doing with this one. It was playing up a little bit earlier. It's a little bit far out there, but Albert just going down on the landing of a Kawaguchi. Meanwhile, Bosson is coming in hot. And unfortunately, we didn't quite catch that one. So, sleepy cameraman. It's alright. Yeah, we all do it. Cool, so it looks like in the lead, Adrien Bosson at the moment on the scores, on the live score, but there's quite a few moves. Let's go for the air chatchu, Antoine Albert. That's a sick move of his that he was doing last year a lot. And Bosson, so we've got a few more moves to come in on the live scores, but Bosson is in the lead at the moment on that one.
Man, you can check the score of the air cabbie of Antoine Albert.
8.57.
Yeah, this is high.
That is massive. A lot of cheers on the beach. Bosson going for a double kudo. A little bit wet, so really pushing that, squeezing that move out. Antoine Albert going for the Kabakuchi.
Nice.
Clean. Both sides, huh? Air
Yeah.
Cavi on the outside, Cavi on the inside. Does a lot for his heat right now. Bosson not quite getting the duck, unfortunately. Also see just Albert just jiving on the inside, lining up Vortex. So
Bosson.
I think this guy's been
Out.
imposed a bit too much. It's quite influenced. Just jiving always on the inside. I know he had his cabbie, didn't he? So maybe he was still going and just getting some space on the inside to get the ramp on the reef there. Let's find out what he's going to do.
Actually, at the moment, it's look like the waves bit disappear, huh?
Yeah.
But, those guys still have really big moves, really high moves.
Albert's Kabakuchi was
Air
huge.
Cavi, the Air Chacho also,
Yeah.
it's a move that most of the time you do on a big job at least.
Got DJ here on the event site is mixing things up in a fairly unique style.
Bosson on the way.
I know we can hear it in the background. So Bosson coming in here, getting close to the beach, close to the crowds. Just a culo for them. Shows a nice stylish French culo and pulls it off. See if it adds to his moves. I doubt it will, as he's got a double culo on the inside already. Albert coming in. So he got for us, burner into trying to squeeze out the funnel. You can see how light it is because like that kind of second pop is really not forced, but it's on the edge of force. It's really just being
Guys
pushed.
push really
Yeah,
hard
so-
on the second, not like by the wind. Bosson outside, air ball.
Huge air bob, super nice.
Super stylish.
I think we're going to have Albert going for something very shortly. There's a huge air bob there from Bosson and scores super close as we expect. I mean, with Albert's air Kabakuchi, he still needs like one or two clean moves on the way out. That's really going to help him. He's just missing a move on the way in. So expect Albert's score to go up quite a bit as he adds moves to that, whilst Bosson
Double culo.
stacking up the points. Double culo. That one.
Yeah.
Just going for a few kulos on the inside.
And
Albert going for
also
one of
try
his
double
own.
culo. Yeah. Ball's a bit wet.
So Adrian Bosson back in the picture.
Last minute of
Vice
the hit.
world champion, Mr. Bosson.
Yeah.
He's the highest ranked rider in the world here at this event. Going for the jive. You must have seen Albert's jive earlier and thought he wanted a piece of it. So Albert, massive forward loop. That wouldn't have been the one he wanted. We know these guys, they want more from that, and he would have wanted a bonker. Unfortunately not quite getting the bonker there. Sometimes it's just about the takeoff of the move. Albert just going down. He's getting all these moves like a little bit like wet at the end, and then it's just he's just coming to an end. Bosson just to seal the deal, going for a very sick kulo on the way out. So a few kulos for this Frenchman in this heat. He's got, if I'm right here, he's gone for 7 kulos on the inside and 1 kulo on the outside.
In the scoring, we see that Bosson crashed on the shifty,
Is that right?
but
Shifty crash.
we saw the shifty, no?
Was it a crash?
It was not a crash.
Was that? It was the same time as the air cabbie, wasn't it?
I'm not
So
sure.
I'd have to look back at that one and check. It's
yeah, they changed it right now.
there we go.
Yeah.
6.9. So. And that's a heat break, so if you hear that double horn, that's a heat break for us now. We're on postponement for 10 minutes. Just reviewing these scores now as Bosson goes up more and more. He's almost at that magic 40. I mean, he had an air Kawaguchi of his own, really clean. Not as high, but really clean execution. But obviously, Albert's air Cavani, I mean, that's his move at the moment, isn't it? So massive points for that. And then Boston with that nice shifty and the double cool on the inside and Pascal on the outside. So solid heat. I mean, we're kind of going on a little bit about like, oh, it's a bit lighter, but you look at these moves and these guys are laying down the hammer.
We say every time that it looks solid, the guys are making those kind of move easily, but it's really not easy when you have these conditions, when it's fully high tide, the waves are really hiding and it's really hard to find them, and the wind also like up and downs, and the guys still pushing themselves to the best freestyle moves that we've seen here, hit by hit, and it's amazing to see that.
Yeah. So you hear the drone landing in the background. I'm just checking here on YouTube is where we're hosting the stream at the moment. I think like my drone's about to fly away. Cool. So we've already gone through. I mean, we're powering through this competition at the moment. We've had a lot of competitors here. I think it's near 30 competitors. Really high caliber guys. We've got some really cool younger guys here, some fresh faces, and people all the way from Russia. We've got like the young guys, Leonard Neubauer. This guy is up and coming, charging. Dude is hiding when I say his name.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, dude had a nice heat earlier, but Leonard had an absolute blinder and had a good heat and progressed there. Then
this guy is surprising lately in all of the freestyle scenes. We see him also in competing in Pozo with the Youngs in Wave. Train a lot and getting better and better. And other new faces that we seeing here. Some other Youngs, we will see them soon on the ranking with the Youngs hits. It's not here, but yeah, a lot of people coming from far.
I mean, we got a lot of people here, like Venante, Marco Venante. We don't see him on the scene very much these days.
But he liked it.
We see him on like the front of Campari adverts, rocking the fucking blue steel.
Yeah,
apologies for my language, but this guy's blue steel on form. So.
This guy really liked the conditions. I remember that he was competing here also last year, and he don't do all the tour actually.
Yeah. But he spends quite a bit of time in Cape Town and enjoys the conditions out there. And I mean, it's not the same here, but it's quite similar.
Yeah.
It's port tack jumping.
Big jump, port tack side, and
yeah. I remember Venante last year just busting out some hell shifties. Like this guy had some sick moves, and today he's had like a couple of good heats as well. Unfortunately, he plays Jakob the Tester. He's a man on a mission these years. I'd say these days, but it's more like these years. And he also loves this event. He loves the conditions here, and has had a really good run at the moment, stopping Venante, passing Anthony Renes in a close heat, and then and now this is a huge heat. Jakob the Tester against Jentel Keres. I mean, these are the kind of heats that can be kind of title.
Yeah, but let's check that also 3 of the guys that we've been seeing like in the closest heat there was in the same place last year, huh?
Yeah.
Like Bosson, Antoine Albert, and Jentel was also in the last year was 3.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't see Tester here last year because of the kind of new rule that was put in place. Tester, that's him on screen now. Coming in, maybe a trademark chat tube. Just going to get out of shot, I'm sure of it. There it is. Oh well, he didn't land it. It's alright. Didn't miss anything. No, and yeah, Tester unfortunately couldn't do it because of the rule that was put in. To sort of for whatever reasons. And but he's back and he's been competing at all the events this year. And Jentel Keres there as well. The guys warming up. They're getting ready for their heat. Both of them. Pretty amped on this one because it's actually in the single elimination where it's of most importance, and you have to sail less technically. If you get far in the single elimination, you have to sail much less in the double elimination.
Then you have enough time that all the other competitors became to be like bit more tired after some heats, and you really fresh getting into your heats.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really important the result that you get in the single.
It is, exactly, and you don't have to sail a lot in the double, and as you say, yeah, you keep very fresh. So it is, yeah, it is a pretty important heat. This one coming up as well. But before that, we've got Adrien Basson and Antoine Albert.
And let's say that like in the single,
Sorry, Adrien Basson and Antoine. That was just
two people can promise the podium place. So it's also easy way to say that the single is really important.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's going to guarantee you podium positions if you make it through. So, yeah, apologies here with Andrew Wilson and Antoine Albert. I'm getting confused because we were supposed to have a heat break after the next heat. We're having one now, but it looks a bit perhaps because the scores were close. There needs to be some discussion on certain moves. Maybe a little glitch or technical issue with the live scoring. Let's see. We just wait on that one. What do you guys think? We're on YouTube, live on YouTube. We're reading some comments. Continent 7, thanks for tuning in and enjoying the live stream. Nice to have you with us, and hope you guys are enjoying some conditions, I think, at home at the moment, or potentially over in Pozo. Always like to see those guys rocking Pozo.
Yeah.
It's a great competition and great coverage from those guys there. And we've got, do you want to say that name? Even Van der Veen?
It's like a secret code or something.
Shackers all the way. I reckon there's Dutch, or Belgian. Dutch or Belgian.
Van der Ven.
Following these guys. And Ricardo, enjoying the live stream and the high quality live stream. Thanks for the props, and thanks for tuning in. So got a few of you guys watching. If you're wondering what's going on, it's a heat break at the moment, and we're going to be having the next heat coming up shortly. I imagine in 4 minutes still of this heat break, and then the transition time. So I imagine we'll be going into it in about 7 minutes. So if you want to take a little break, now's the time. And we might just be doing the same, grabbing a little water. Lufen's going to take over.
Yep.
Chat a few words. We've just been bigging up this next heat. And,
all right.
It's a big one, huh? It's Jakob Testa Jens. These guys are...
I think they got a bit confused because of the AP flag, huh?
I got confused as well.
Yeah, same.
So,
I mean, Jentel did start like double culo, air funnel burner, like had a solid start.
did he actually try and start the heat as well? Unbelievable. Alright, I'm just going to grab a water quick and...
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Couple minutes.
So you guys are with me now. Nothing is happening right at the moment. We are waiting for the contest to continue. The last two heats we got Adrien Basson against Antoine Albert. Basson went into the final, and now it's heat 15B coming up. Jacobo against Jente, and there again we will see who is gonna go against Basson in the big final. Conditions are a bit tricky right now. The tide is very high now. Usually on the Canaries that means that the wind drops. This is the case right now as well. The boys are on 4.8, both of them, and then 92 liter board, as far as I know. And yeah, I think it's gonna be two exciting heats coming up there. And yeah, stay with us, even though we got a little heat break now, which means that we will resume to the competition very soon. Stay with us, enjoy the action, and leave us a comment, and have a great time. Maybe you even want to grab a beer in front of the computer and watch live with us. And yeah, again, this year Lanzarote on the tour, one of the most favorite events for all the guys, since it's a combination of yeah, some proper flat water freestyle on the inside. You can find every now and then flat patches to do some double power moves, and then on the way out you got this reef, which usually gives us some great waves in order to perform some jumps. Last couple of years we saw a lot of big back loops, double forwards, shifties, and yeah, I think as soon as the waves kick in again, the guys are definitely gonna send it.
Send it.
Adam is back in the business.
Back in the business. Man, the atmosphere outside is great on the beach. There's a lot of people here watching, and good crowd, good spectators, some nice music, pumping vibes. It's a great place to be right now.
Yeah, definitely. We can't complain, huh?
No, certainly not. Certainly not. And the conditions. I mean, you can't complain about the conditions either. So yeah, the conditions are really great. So, what do you make of them, Luffy? You enjoy them a lot?
Well, I did. I love the conditions here. That's why I come back every year. Some big jumps on the outside, forwards, pascals, back loops, big shakas, and on the way in some power freestyle moves like Kulo, Kono, and occasionally a double power move for me, but we leave that to the big guys.
Oh, but you've been ripping. I see you laying down some sick pascos and really a lot of good moves, man. I mean,
cheers. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great. Well, it is great. I mean, there's still a lot more to come the next couple of days. We will have wind every single day, and after the men's final, as far as I know, we want to go for the juniors. We got a big junior fleet here today. Competitors from a lot from Holland, actually, a lot from the Browns.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
The Browse Dam churning out the talent. I mean, there's a lot of talent coming out of there. We know a lot of guys here who are there. Yentel leading the tour at the moment. Yentel's straight from there.
Davey.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Davey won there last year, the event. I mean, what a show he put on. And absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, it was really a great show from Davey Sheffers. So, yeah, I mean, he's here. You got all these juniors as well, and we're going to see them on the water later.
So I think they will restart the heat now. I'm not too sure whether we will have a heat sequence in between or we go straight into the in the semi-final. Jacopo Testa against Mental Yentel.
Mental Yentel, yeah.
Mental Yentel.
Exactly.
Yesterday he was out there at the very first 10 minutes. I saw 3 shifty pass or shifty, how do you call it?
Shifty shaka. Shifty shaka.
Yeah.
Like a 720 rotation kind of off axes.
Spork Kudo Spork,
Yeah.
Air Bob Kudos, unlock, double burner, unlock, air funnel burner, unlock, he's got everything.
And one Pasco on my face.
Pasco to your
for
face.
killing you yesterday.
I heard the story, yeah. I heard you caused a little
I almost killed Kudo
leg
out
pain.
there. Yeah.
It can be sometimes a bit scary when these waves, when you have really strong wind, the wave like really can be really big here, and yeah, you can smash by them a bit.
Yeah, I mean, as the tide drops now, it is starting to drop out. We see the rocks here appearing a bit more, and as the tide drops, we'll see those waves getting bigger. And that just offers even more room to jump higher and do bigger moves. And we're going to see as the week goes on that higher tide moving later on in the day. So if we get the earlier start, which normally happens on those next days in the event, the first day normally takes a little bit longer to get started as we have the registration and things like that. We'll see that lower tide pushing more into the middle of the day, and we'll see way more ramps and things like that. So we're looking forward to that and looking forward to some big air moves and see what's being thrown down. So
Yellow flag is up,
it is.
and yeah. Who's your money on?
It's my money on. That's the impossible heat to put your money on. But if you would go by the statistics from this year, then you would have to say Yentel cares, because he is just winning everything right now. It's not that Jacopo is any less of a threat. It's just Yentel has somehow stepped up like another little category. I mean, not little, but it's a little margin from what he was doing till now, and it's that big step for
in Brazil together with Yentel in November, and he was sending it, triple air colos. A few of them he landed them in Maceió. Absolutely crazy. it feels like he doesn't know the word fear.
That's true.
And it's on.
It is on, and the action has started. We are lining up Yentu Kesi on the yellow and black .7 and Yaka Potesta on the RRD orange and black combo. Yento, huge start. Yapo not quite getting the same start there, but Yento. How was that for a start? I mean, that's insane.
Never did that move ever in my life before.
This guy does it like in. Oh, and a Pasco, clean as you like.
Whoa, this dude is shredding.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So let's see. Jacopo Testa coming in, his favorite side, as you asked me. Coming in, I think we will see a Spock Kulo. Spock.
You're calling it?
Yeah. Check.
Shove it Spock Kulo. There it is. Unbelievable.
Double Kulo from the back.
No way.
Solid, this guy.
And we're just trying to get the that picture in picture.
Jesus, what a start.
There we go.
What did he do? A Pasco air funnel burner into funnel and a double Kulo now.
Well,
And
let's
how many
keep an
minutes
eye.
are left?
Let's keep an eye on the scores, shall we? I mean, we've got the scores live here. EFPT.net/live. You can watch the live scores there. You can watch the live stream, and you can see what's going on. So just a quick refresh from the heat before. We'll see those scores drop soon as the system catches up. Meanwhile, a nice Pasco from Yapo, but just going down.
I can tell it again.
And Yentel.
Bonker.
Oh, Bonka.
Nice bonker there.
This dude, can you please give me a bit of your skill?
Just a little bit, like
Just a little bit.
for one move.
Nice.
Really sick there, really cool. Awesome to see. The guy is ripping. So, Jacopo Testa, he's slightly slower start, but still had a couple of sick moves, and is definitely able to
And
bring
Jaco,
much
Kulo
more back.
into Kulo.
Clean one.
Nicely executed.
Sick.
Unreal, unreal.
For some reason, the scores don't show up on the webpage. Still was wrong.
Yeah, just maybe a slight delay with the internet. We had some issues this morning with the internet,
Check
and
Yente, double burner, and 1 and 2.
like it's nothing. How was that second one?
Easy.
Easy, huh? Look at that. 2 sick rotations.
And a bonker. Wow.
Nice. Big one.
Unbelievable.
Yentl was barely planing. How did he manage to get a double burner?
I think I've watched this guy quite a bit because I do all the sort of editing with the highlight videos. I get to see a lot of the moves back in slow motion, and I see Yentl often going down the wave face for moves, and I think he generates a lot of speed off the wave in a kind of a way that actually not a lot of other people have figured out yet, and seems to be able to power whilst going down the
Big
wave.
Shaka from Yentl on the outside. And Kabikuchi one-handed Yapo style.
Oh, look at that flowing
Lovely.
locks as he goes around that
He like
nice
it.
540 slide at the end there. Clean, nice move. So let's focus on the action on the water. Who do you think is leading at the moment then?
For me, for sure, Yentl.
And now filling out his score sheet with a nice Spock there. So unexpected single not so combo move.
Alright, so Yapo's looking for, I think we'll see a shifty very soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, and air charge from Yentl on the outside. A bit wet. And burner one-handed from Yapo on the outside. Doing a burner here on the outside, one-handed in this shot.
Look at that
is
style as well, I mean.
ridiculously difficult.
Yeah. And the guy's got so much style for days. It's a lot to say for that as well. Is this insane style that he has?
So, how about the scores? I mean, there's
Some issues here. Apologies, as I think we're just having to a quick battery change. And that's right. We do have the drone in the air. You may have just seen it on the screen.
Spock. Once the Spock Kono or Kabi, I think Yapo doesn't quite get it.
Unfortunately
Just
not.
a single
So
Spock. And
Yentl
Yentl,
will be up next.
for sure Erbakulo or a tiny little Spokulo there.
Just a spot cooler.
Just a Spokulo.
But to be honest, I mean, the spot cooler has become quite a standard move in heats now, hasn't it? But it is such a hard move. It's not an easy one at all. And
I mean, if you can find a flat piece, then it's definitely doable. But in those choppy conditions, ooh, Pasco from Japo.
sick one there, nice. You know, Yentl just finding the speed, heading out.
Yentl is definitely gonna go for something mental again.
Yeah, he's got ramps there. You see,
Back loop and back loop.
mental back loop.
Back loop.
It's looking like the winds are a little bit
Submarine
light.
back
I mean,
loop.
to be honest, yeah. But I think we're going to see even some bigger moves than this. I'm sure of it. On the way, I mean, I don't know what, because to be honest, the guys have done already massive moves. So maybe a huge air cavi on the way out. See that one from Antoine Albert earlier.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Japo.
Chachu,
I think he wants to go upwind.
nice little tack.
The thing is, you get so used to seeing those radical moves all and over again.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is hardcore.
Yeah.
Yentl on the way in.
Air
Yeah,
bob.
Kulo.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
Just out of nothing as well. Like this guy is just. Look at this technique on the culo afterwards. It's,
The thing is, I think he slides backwards with his hand while doing the Kulo in the end because he knows it's gonna be very light.
yeah, it's crazy this technique he has. He has such a light wind skill. This.
All right. I mean, my money is on Yentl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
He's had some pretty solid moves, hasn't he?
Yo.
Yentl looking for a ramp. And
There we go. Oh no. Just getting a much more better technique there on that back loop, but unfortunately just undercooking a tiny bit. So
it's still 3 moves counting, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I think Yentl has done more than enough already.
he's probably trying to work out what to do. I finished my heat after 2 minutes.
I mean,
So,
what will we see now on the inside? I don't know. He did a double burner, air funnel, air kulo, air double kulo. Maybe a little cubby. Maybe we'll see cubby. And
A
he did a
little-
spot kulo.
Oh no.
Spot corner from Japo, by the way. Once the spot kulo spot, you can see that.
just a spot culo, but he's done this already, so he will want more, that's for sure. So if you're just wondering about the scores and stuff, I mean, we're just waiting for an update there on the scores on the live.
way out,
live
have
score.
a nice wave.
I mean, if there would be a bit more wind and a bit more waves, then definitely both of them would throw big badass double loops.
Yeah.
Big shaka.
Ooh, goes down.
Uncharacteristically dropping that one. Jacopo Testa, the Italian, 2017 European champion. Vice world champion that year as well, was it? Third, yeah. I mean, a year. What,
And a Chauvet Spock on the outside
Wow.
from Yentl.
sick one.
This move is mega hard to do here.
Yeah.
Not if you are Yentl.
Japo's coming in with a lot of speed here. All eyes on Jacopo Testa as he's charging in. Hands gone forward for the Spock. Spock into Kulo. Wanted more as well. Like, this is the thing. Like, a Spock Kulo's not enough anymore.
Yeah.
Needs to be more.
Last minute.
I mean, we've seen Spock double Kulos in competition now, and maybe we can see one of these soon as well. These conditions, I'd be really
Yentl.
surprised.
Spock.
I think it's the last move of each of them.
Yeah, last move I think as the time is running, or maybe just enough time for one more. And we've got an update on the scores here. So looking like
I think the scores are wrong if you ask me, because there are a few moves missing.
I mean it's potentially we missed moves as well. So
I think it's it's a different heat.
Huge. Oh, a shifty there. Jacob Testa just throwing a Hail Mary at that one. Just sending it round.
Yeah, the scoring right now, they're from other heats.
Something is wrong with the scoring, though.
Mm. Something doesn't look right there, does it? It's just been a bit backwards and forwards. So if we look at the scores there, we see the.
But I think it might be. He didn't do those moves.
No, the moves are wrong. It should be things like spot coolers and stuff. Yeah, I mean, we're having issues here with the internet today. We've had issues this morning, all morning and early afternoon with the internet. So there'll be an update on those scores very soon, and we'll very soon, and we'll we'll update you as soon as we know. But there's no way of saying who actually won. That's for sure. I mean, it was.
Maybe if Freddie Mercury can give us an update.
Freddie, what do you think? Can you sing us an update?
Actually, I think like what we saw, I think Yentl he was need to lead because he just make all of the moves actually.
I mean, he had a solid start, huh? Had a
high scoring moves.
absolutely solid start. And selfie in the booth time with Marco Lupin. You can check his story, follow his Instagram, and find out what a nice guy this is. Drone coming down, so yeah, just some issues with the internet. We'll update you with the scores really soon, soon as we know.
It's the last seat is not even in the system.
No, it looks
No, it's not.
a little bit
right.
incorrect. There's the wrong moves. Things like spot kulos are missing, and yeah. So it's we'll see soon. We'll get an update on that. We are right by the judges, so we'll hear it here first. You guys will hear it here second. So yeah, the heat was hot. I mean, Testa, he had some nice moves in the middle. Yentl had an absolute blinder of a start, and then it looked like he kind of ran out of ideas of what to go for. So I think normally that's a fairly confident sort of.
I mean, honestly, Yentl was killing it again.
Yeah.
No chance. If you ask me, I don't know. We will tell.
Check maybe if we know the scores. Any update on the scores there from the judges? We're just finding out for you as we're hearing some whispers in the background. Mark Sparky Hosegood here is sort of managing the head judge at the moment and race directing, should we say, not managing the head judge. He's race directing, and we have head judge Danny Cater.
Then Cater.
It's all finished. It's all what is live is live.
What is live is live.
It's what is live on those results and the scores.
That's not true. Yentl
There's
definitely won.
spot culo. There's like spot culo combinations and stuff missing.
Yentl
on
did
the
an
line.
air. The very first move of Yentl was an air funnel burner funnel, and not an air funnel funnel. Then he went out, did a Pasco.
He tried like spot culo spot. He did have another spot culo. He had
Yeah.
a lot of things like this. I think
Double culo, burner, like he
just
killed it.
a little
Wait,
little unsure here with the maybe the moves that are being tapped in or something like this. Let's see. And we have time. We have a heat break, so plenty of time. What do you guys think? No Vodka here. No, you normally well, no, as a local. No, what's your thoughts? You're gonna have to speak up a bit so you can be heard on this mic.
My thoughts between the last heat.
Yes.
I don't know. It's close.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, it's hard for you. Noah's on one of the cameras, so it's hard because he's just filming one of the guys. It doesn't always get to see both of them. So
I think it's
Probably. I don't know.
we're just maybe getting some updates at the same time.
Yeah, it's right. Yentl got it.
Yentl passed, so we have
Yeah.
the scores. Yentl passed with 41.77
Wow, man,
versus
it's close.
40.044. And
thought
this
it was
this
close.
update we've got here, I mean, hopefully we'll see that on screen soon. But it's got all the spot culo combinations. I mean,
Man, this hit was super close.
this was
between the
really
guys.
close. Yeah, I mean it's 3 moves to count, so you have to really sort of focus on the fact that there's only 3 moves each way, which are really to count. But really tight heat, and Yentoke has taken the victory. So we're just looking here at the scores. We've got like he's been given like maximum points from 2 of the judges on the air funnel burner funnel, getting 8.245 for that. Highest scoring move of the heat by the looks of it, and we should see an update on this soon live. So 40.44 or 0.44 for Jakob Batesta and 41.777 for Yentukez. So it's a really close one. We're just analysing the moves. So the 3 moves to count, we can go through a bit more and go into more details. The 3 moves to count for Jakob Batesta was a bonker on the way out, burner on the way out, which that really super stylish like one-handed burner on the way out, getting even up to 9 points from one of the judges, and then a Pasco as well. Then on the way in he had the shove it spot culo, getting like up to 9.5, unbelievable move, super technical, getting near 8 points for that. And then the double culo and a Kawaguchi on the way in, again getting like really high stylish points there from some of the judges. And then Yentoke is getting a Pasco, bonker and Shaka on the way out. You know, clean moves, solid moves, getting like also 9 points. And then that air funnel, burner funnel getting like maximum points from 2 of the judges, and double culo, double burner. So a pretty solid heat for Yentel, or for both of them, both getting over 40 points.
Yeah, both of them, and you can see actually that Yapo on his own way make those high score moves also with really technique moves with
Yeah,
the combination
exactly.
of spokes, and it's super nice to see that is not something that you see every hit.
Yeah.
But still, Yentel was super solid on the high scoring moves, and yeah, he was take this hit by less than 1 point. No.
Yeah,
Bit
one
more.
just over 1
Yeah.
point. So
Yeah.
that horn is for nothing by the looks of it. Yeah, just over 1 point. So close heat, super close, and maybe we can even get one of them here for a few words. Possibly.
I'm not sure. I think
Oh, they're preparing.
Bosso and Yentel are fully in competition mode right
Yeah,
now.
for sure. Those two.
We'll
But
definitely have a little chat with them after,
we will do. Yeah,
after the
yeah.
final.
We'll have
But I
that.
think first the losers final is coming up, right? So it's Japo against Alberto,
Antoine Alberto.
Antoine Albertos.
Yeah. And we'll see these guys show down, huh? Antoine Albert. Wow. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to say because Albert is flying through those air cabbies on the outside. It gives him like, some people don't even get like, I'd not say some people, but sometimes even I don't get like that many points for 2 moves, and he gets it in 1, you know. So it's he's got a couple of insane moves on the way out. If he gets one of those sick air chachis, then he's going to have a really high score on the way out. And then you know how he is on the way in, technical, able to do all the moves on the way in. And then Testa.
Yesterday,
Testa.
did a Chacho bob on the inside. So a Chacho no-handed even, and then he grabbed the sail in the end and did a one-handed bob.
What?
I mean,
That's the strong Chachu game,
for
huh?
the spectators on the beach, it doesn't look too difficult, but once you know what he's doing out there as a
Yeah.
sailor, it's
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
It's still to this day seen as one of the hardest, most technical moves you can do is a regular Chachu.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. It's really hard to do, stylish and clean. Like there's ways to do it to get it consistent. You would say like you could say like yeah I can Chachu, which would be to feed your hands around the boom and not really let go of it. But then there's the way of letting go of the sail, letting it fly around, let it kind of boomerang back up to you, as it were, and then to catch it and go into something else is mad. Like it's it's really pushing a new level. So crazy, really sick. Sick to see that actually the light wind game is getting stronger as well. So, and we're seeing that here with like these power combos as well, using the waves to do the moves. So interesting one, guys. What do you think? Leave us some comments if you want to get involved with some chat on YouTube. Rick Yendrich joining in. Rick, nice to hear from you. Wishing all the boys good luck, and a lot of guys from Browsdam, where he's big chief, and a lot of guys from Browsdam here, so he's wishing them good luck as well, I'm sure. And looks like Browsdam is catching some good wind also. Seems like most of Europe's had its fair share lately. See a lot of people on the water, a lot of good updates. Windsurfing is in good health at the moment, you would say?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get a few more sessions in though.
In the heart of Munich. But the Valkensee has been offering...
yeah, I mean,
I think...
just a little advertisement here in between. Andy Lackauer,
Yeah.
former German competitor of the PWA and European Freestyle Pro Tour. He just opened his own windsurf station at the Walchensee in Germany. Very cool place if you guys want to hang out and chill there. He has a little surf kiosk and basically he's got everything. He got the SUPs for rental, he's got the windsurf equipment for beginners as well as advanced people. He's got basically everything down there, and the location is just, it's stunning, it's beautiful, it's great.
I see Tim Cowan on the live stream. Any of you know Tim? He's here joining us. We're just setting up some interviews coming up between the heats, so maybe we'll get a few words from the guys. Potentially either between these heats, or I think they're going to be back to back, aren't they? So after the heats from these guys, and try and get a few words from them. Tim Cowan's joining us. Knows his media, and then we've got the Cam 2 giving us a wide view. So looks nice out there.
Yeah, Japo getting in right now, and
Jumping in.
Antoine Albert already in.
That's got to be quite a difficult thing, like psychologically. You've just been out, you've sailed like one of your hardest heats ever, and you haven't made it through. I mean, unlucky enough you haven't made it through, and then psychologically to handle that and get back on the water, and then you've still got to sail a really hard heat.
Yeah.
The same again, at your highest level is like it's a point of competitive windsurfing where if you can do that, you mastered it. Pretty much. You're making the best of the not a worst situation, but the best of a lesser good situation.
Last year on the double elimination, we saw Steven Van Broekhoven make I think 7 hits, one after the other.
Mm.
When was that again?
Last year.
Last year,
In the double elimination. And this
He
is
did,
really mental to do hit by hit.
Yeah.
And he tried, he did actually the best. He was on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just having a chat with Steven outside, and he said he's still in good form, but he didn't have the chance to sail that much lately.
Yeah.
So I think definitely Steven can also come back in a double and kick everyone's ass. I mean, he's got the moves on lock, all of them, as well as Jentel.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly. You would never want to count this guy out, and you'd never want to count like any of the guys out who've been kicked out in almost any of the heats. It's just crazy the level right now, and I mean you look like.
I mean, he has been former freestyle world champion in 2013, huh?
Yeah.
And ever since he's been in the top 5 of the PWA ranking, as far as I know.
Yeah. Look at that draw. I missed that one. Jentel cares Kiri Toad so early on. Jentel
Can we
can
see the
Kiri out.
scores?
It's you can do on the live. So to check the live score of a heat, you go on the live page and then you can click on the live scoring part, and there's a little drop down menu, and you can see heat scores of all the heats. So we have Cares versus Toad. This heat was earlier on in the day, and it'll give you the scores. Hopefully, Cares versus Toad. Jentel. Okay, so earlier we announced that we thought we saw the highest heat score of the day from Jakob and Testa, but I guess we might have missed this score because Jentel Cares laid down almost 45 points against Kiri Toad. And he had like a bonker Pasco shifty on the way out, Shifty getting over 8 points. A double culo must have been planing, like perfect double culo, over 8 points as well. A solid air funnel burner and a spot culo that must have been like near perfect 10 points as well. So and gaining 7.25 in total for that move. Kiri having also a solid heat, like not a bad heat, but a unlucky draw at that early in the competition, and he is going to be an upset in the double elimination. So
Definitely.
it's an interesting one. So it looks like we're going to action here as we get the cameras on the riders. Yellow flag is up. And
Less than a minute or
Jakob,
a minute to the start.
Jakob Testa here outside. Yentel Kers, where is this guy? Not Yentel Kers, sorry, Antoine Albert. Antoine Albert, we've just had that last heat. Antoine Albert is outside, up the top, upwind already, of course, already prepared. So here we are, we're in the final heats. We have the losers final here. It's a bit harsh to say losers final because these guys have been winning a whole bunch of heats to get here.
I wish I would have been in that position.
Wish I'd be a loser in the losers final.
Definitely.
So,
Secured 4th position.
yeah, heat is on. Here we go. 10 minutes to count. 3 minutes. 3 moves each way. Jakob Testa kicking things off. Double culo,
Nice
solid. Antoine Albert's seen that. Kabakuchi,
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
Slow and steady, but gets it. So solid start from both of them. Jakob Testa maybe slightly in the lead.
Since the
Double
tide
combo
is dropping
move.
down, the waves are getting more steep again, so I think we will definitely see some radical jumping.
Check
moves.
Japo on the way
Love it.
out.
I want to see more of that. Maybe Yappo throws out a double forward.
Yeah.
It's got a ramp.
Shifty.
There it is. Oh!
I hope he didn't kiss the boom.
Kiss the boom. That might be the definition of eating it and having a seafood lunch on his boom there. Here we go. Yeah, we can see those waves breaking and peeling over. Albert.
Alberto with a bunker of its own.
Yeah,
Nice.
really nice bunker.
Nice bonker there. Just you see as he whips around the end.
Whip, whip.
Whip.
It seems like the wind dropped a bit, huh? I think they're still on 4-8.
Yeah, still on 4. It does look like it has backed off a little bit, but somehow these guys are, well, not somehow, we're used to this by now, that these guys are able to play.
Chacho, Japo. Oh!
Nice.
And Antoine Albert there, funnel.
Nice, so solid moves from these guys. They know they need to perform. They might not be happy with their last heat result, but now they both step into the arena and whoa,
Back loop from Alberto.
sneaky back loop, nice. Those small ones can look really fun sometimes, huh?
Japo on the way out.
Yeah, Testa.
Looking for a nice ramp.
Man, so like this, Japo going out full speed. What can we see? It's so sick to watch.
Surprisingly, Mattia Fabrizi just turned up in the booth here. Great to have Mattia with us.
Ciao, Japo. Regular burn on the outside.
One-handed.
One-handed burner on the outside, nice. Mattia, what do you make of that?
Man, for me, 6 points for sure.
Awesome, great to have Fabrizi here in the booth, and I'm sure we'll catch up with him more later. Let's get Marco back here as we see Albert come in.
And Alberto, air funnel, burn a little bit wet. Now Alberto's going out again.
So there we go, we have a solid start. We've got the scores on the doors. We've got Jakob Testa 11 points and Antoine Albert 20 points. So it's Albert leading the way at the moment.
Man, a super sick air Kabikuchi from Japo, just right on the inside.
Solid one there, solid.
The guy is
Mr.
planning with a white, orange, black sail going out now. This is Jacopo Testa, Italian rider.
Not really pumping much either, so it looks like he's he's got some good wind there. Fully powered.
So Adam, who's your money on? I mean, we've seen some epic moves
I'm
going down lately.
pretty convinced by Fabrizio. Maybe he should get out there and
Yeah, Mattia, donde esta?
yeah. It's a shame. It would be nice to see him here. Cool. So yeah, back on the action. The scores 23.61. Antoine Albert, Jakob Attesta 17 points. Still early on. Plenty of time to go. And as the green flag flies, looks like the heat timer might be a little bit off on the live scoring, but we've got the scores here. We've got a okay for that air cabbie, and just flying around there, using the nose for a little bit of control. That's cool to see.
Yep, on the way in.
Yeah, but fully ready. Oh, nice shove it spot, nice and clean. Albert making that, just squeezing around.
Man, and now Japo going out. Antoine is in the lead, a bit in the front. And now, man, super sick set of waves coming there. We will see definitely some jumping very high.
Oh, what do you reckon, Mattia? What are we going to see?
Man, for sure for me, Japo goes for Pasco and Alberto. Oh, Alberto. Ooh. Flaca from Japo. Air Flaca. Sorry, guys.
Just going down there, unfortunately. So both of them, man. Looks like both of them. I'm getting confused here. I think Marco Fabrizi's in the booth, or it's,
Scores on the door.
Scored.
Antoine Bears in the lead with 29 points. Japo's right behind him. He's still got a few moves coming in from the outside as well.
Both riders coming in here.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on them as we have Antoine Albert ducking, regular stance, going up for the cabbie, landing it, just squeezing around the end there. Testa just coming in as well. Looks like he's losing a bit of wind, so I don't think we'll see the same, but maybe a Chachu. Or going for a nice tack, solid tack.
Japo need to work a bit on the portec. He have just one move at the moment on the way out.
Now it seems super light now. Japo is not planing. Usually he planes very fast. So now he gets a bit of the patch
pumping.
of wind. Fully pumping for 8. Oh, grande Pasco di Antoine Alberto on the outside.
Grande Vasco, grande.
I think Japo needs a few more moves on the outside because his inside is very strong.
It's looking like it, and looks
Still,
like we're
still
looking out the
short on two
window.
moves
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah,
on
he's
portec.
missing those. He goes for one now, Shaka. So add some points. Important to do because it gives you all those technical points, those everything.
I mean, the most important thing, like here competing at this event or in any other event, is that you just gotta fill your score sheet. Because if you're short on moves, it will definitely mean that you will get less points on all the other moves you've done.
Exactly. I mean, you lose a lot of points also because you actually get points just for pretty much trying moves as well. So you get straight a certain amount of points for trying those moves, and as long as you land it, you know, not super clean, but if you land it, then you get those points, and it already helps a lot. Testa coming in here,
He's still short on one move on the outside.
throwing another tack.
Oh, but he will come back. Check. I mean, if he does a big, a Shaka or a Pasco or a Shifty on the outside, then he's definitely going to be ahead of Antoine.
Which is entirely possible. He's charging now over the reef. This is the shallow point of the heat area. Forward, bonker, big bonker. Ah! Not quite getting that there. So Anton Albert leading the way. Solid, consistent. Had a nice air Kabakuchi earlier. Trademarking that move almost.
How many minutes are left? I think it's just
under 1 minute,
under
so
1 minute.
Green flag is down.
Japo, turn around and do something big on the outside,
And
please.
Kulo there from Antoine Albert, Jakob Batesta, Spock, Kulo. Solid move from him. Now we have...
Japo, going out, please, make a big one. A Pasco or a Shifty.
and Chachu.
Yeah, Chachu on the outside. Grande, grande, grande.
Nice air Chachu. So Albert making it even more difficult for Jakob Batesta. Going for a bonker, but unfortunately not getting it. So that is the end of the heat there. It looks like it's a fairly decisive one, with Antoine Albert taking the lead, we believe. You never know, can change. But I believe that's Antoine Albert sitting now in 3rd place on the first day here in Lanzarote. As we just watch Albert having some fun on the way in there. Yeah, so we have Antoine Albert coming in, Jakob Batesta, and the next heat, big heat, massive, massive heat now. We have the final of the first single elimination. I mean, Lanzarote is providing once again. I think we've had like 4 or 5 years in a row of double elimination after double elimination here, and just a huge amount of competition. And it's a great place to get a lot of experience in as well, you know, for younger guys. So, and now we see Bosson facing Yentilquez in what feels a bit like a repeat from last year.
It does, it does. I mean, coming back to, we had like 4 or 5 consecutive years with win, but the very first year we had Lanzarote back on the European Freestyle Pro Tour. I remember it being completely, yeah, just a tow-in event basically, because we didn't have any wind. And then after that it kicked in, and
yeah, I remember that.
The Canary trade winds didn't let us down.
I remember that. I remember this one, this first event. It was almost like, why is it going to happen again? And the first EFPT event here for.
I think then straight the next year.
From that year on, yeah, yeah.
3-4 meter waves, 4 full on 25 knots, 4 days in a row.
Unreal, and we've seen that year on year here. Every year we get the waves throwing huge moves. I mean, you look at some of the highlights just from last year, and you see like a massive, like, I don't know, 5-6 meter back loops and shifties mast high and all sorts. So it's looking good. I wonder if we're going to be joined by Mattia Fabrizi again. That was pretty entertaining. And
Man, so now we got 2 sailors, Yentel against Bosson.
Who do you think?
Man, for me, I mean, going by the statistics, Yentel would win for sure. But I mean, since Bosson is doing a great job on the outside, throwing big air kabikuchis, it's like, I don't really know. It's for me super hard to say. But Adam, what do you think? Who's your money on then?
Well, yeah, I mean, statistics say a lot right now, and Yentilquez is currently leading the tour. He's won both events so far. We've had a nice time in Costa Brava, strong winds, crazy strong winds, and then we've been over to Vieste in Italy, had a really good competition there, really solid conditions. The heat is on, and we are in. The guys are flying through moves, but they both go down there, unfortunately. So
good start for both
good
of them.
start, good start. So it's 1 apiece there for the crash score, but I'm sure we'll see that change very, very soon. Don't doubt that at all.
It looks like it dropped quite a bit out.
It does, doesn't it?
4-8. I was supposed to be his caddy, so whenever you see me running out of the commentating booth, that means that he needs a bigger sail. Mental Yentl on the outside. For those of you who just tuned in, it is the final of the very first day of the EFPT here in Lanzarote. Adrien Basson from France against Yentl Kers from Belgium. Yentl with a big shaka in the meantime on the outside. And Basson, what is going full speed, ducking. Whoa, huge air bob from Basson on the outside.
Massive, massive air bob there.
Yentl is struggling a bit to keep his speed. He's pumping the whole time.
Which is always a surprise because Yentl seems to be playing in nothing.
Yeah.
I think even in tone, sometimes I'm surprised if he's on a jet ski.
Yentl, double culo, yes, for sure.
Of course, out of nothing.
Alright, I think Basson will respond with a double culo of its own.
I think so. We'll see something similar.
One and two.
Not quite making it.
Alright, I think so far Yentl is in the lead. Getting this double cool in on the inside. And yeah.
Yentl there, just on the outside. Sorry, on the small screen, just going for a culo. And we have Basson here, just heading out as well. Just leave you to it there, Mark. I'll be back in one moment.
Yep. Alright, Yentl coming in on the left-hand side with the yellow 0.7 slash. Oh, Basson with a shifty on the outside goes down. Yentl. Burner into funnel from Yentl Kers. It seems like the wind did drop. Alright, Yentl is struggling to get planing there on the outside while Basson maintains his speed and comes in. And a Pasco from Yentl, even though he was not really planing. Now Basson, switch, ducking the sail, burner, a regular burner. So if those guys are throwing regular burners in a heat, that means the wind did drop.
Regular burners. It's yeah, I mean the wind has dropped quite a bit, but they can use those waves. And Yentl there, just off screen, going for
an air funnel burner,
trying to use that wave as well. So just having camera issues there. I think camera guys lost the lost the Yentl. There he is. Big shiny yellow sail. Meanwhile, Basson charging out.
Shifty,
sick shifty there, and just catch the end of that as it whips around. And we see Yentl heading out. The guys are really far out to sea here as Yentl goes around, trying to go for a bonker. Obviously making things a little tricky when they're half a kilometre out to sea. And Basson just heading in here. So if you are tuning in and you've tuned in a little late, then don't worry. You can watch all of this back later on the YouTube replays. But for now, you've come at the right time because it's the final. It is the final of the single elimination on the first day, so we've got plenty more competition to come up. But these two guys have shown a strong form already. And Spokula there from Basson. Wind is certainly looking a little bit light.
It's actually on the edge of competing, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, debatable. We were seeing certainly some strong moves still. Spot coolers and things like this. So there's
Basson's in the lead so far.
Basson in the lead.
Jesus, how did he get so much lead?
So big.
So much pop.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Check this one.
And that was One of the best air funnels burner that I saw.
Yeah, same. I can sign that.
Bosson on the way out.
Yentl wants the shifty as well. Bosson
Ducking.
and a Kono on the outside.
Nice Kono. Yentl charging out behind. What's he going to do?
I can see a little ramp right in front. And the shove it spark.
Just a shove at Spark, so just trying to get some higher scoring moves on the board there. In the lighter wins, choosing more of the technical moves. Just getting an update on the scores. So if you're following, the scores are live on efpt.net/live. And you can find all those scores. You have Bosson in the lead at the moment, 33.39. Yentl 32.48 is super close at the moment. And
Switch.
air funnel burner,
Air funnel burner.
nice. And Yentl would have seen that. I wonder if he goes for one of his own. He's staying regular. Now he's going to switch. Here we go. Down the wave. Burner, burner. Just finding a burner out of, like, I don't know.
Nothing.
Literally don't know where he finds that from.
Honestly, it's
Pasco
Pasco from Bosson.
Lille Pasco. Putting those chicken legs to good use as he flies around a Pasco.
Le petit croissant.
Petit croissant. Called les poissons legs. There's poisson, there's fish, no?
Fish,
Poulet.
Poulet.
Poulet legs.
Mon petit poulet, mon petit poussin.
Wanting the bonker there, the forward into Flacker, but unfortunately not quite getting it. So it's a close one. We've still got a bit of time in the heat. It's 33-32. Bosson just in the lead by just under 1 point. So it's
Yes, he
super
needs
tight.
something big on the outside.
Yeah, he's missing something big on the outside. He's got a
He
3.
knows it.
He will know that, yeah.
How many minutes are left?
Well, it's green flag is still up.
2.5.
2.5 minutes to go. Bosson ducking regular stance. Solid one.
He's on it.
Absolutely on it. Yentl knows he needs something on port tack. He's going for it. The bonker this time. And really making that one happen. Ah, just going down there at the end though, unfortunately. So, not quite getting that. Still a bit of time. He knows what he needs, so he's going to work on that one.
Going for a ramp.
Yeah.
A sick air Kabakuchi from Bosson there.
Bosson on fire, huh?
Yentl, Spark, Kulo. It's just another level of sailing the last 2 heats, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you compare that to all the previous rounds. Okay, Bosson. How? I'm. Burner 360 from Bosson just to secure another score in the pocket.
Yentl on the way out. Going high.
Oh, Yentl goes down on the back loop. Yentl again killing it big time on the inside. I hope. And Croissant.
What are we seeing? He's coming to an end here. Adrian Bosson. Well, scores stayed the same on our update here. I think we're having a slight technical hitch with the internet here as we come to an end. We'll bring those scores updated as soon as we know them.
I think we are a bit behind in terms of the scores here. There might be a bit of a delay.
So we're going to find out who the winner is very soon of this first single elimination. That's just the first round of competition here. We've got 3 more days to go, 3 windy days, and we're going to find out who's won it, who's won the single elimination. So who do you think? without these scores updates?
Well, honestly, if you ask me, I think it's Bosson. First of all, I didn't expect it, seeing Jento sailing in the last couple of heats before that. But I think he just didn't quite get his moves done on the outside, and I think he knows he's gonna be, yeah, definitely being disappointed. I think if the scores and the results stays like that.
We're just setting up here for interviews at the moment, so we're just trying to find out what the scores are as well. And hopefully we bring you guys some interviews as well.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. So is this one now live whenever I talk?
Not yet. So we're going to bring some interviews very shortly of the guys as they come up the beach here off the water. What a kind of exciting show as the... Yes. An exciting show as we come in here to the final of the final just of this part of the competition. Bring that camera back. Get the camera. Quick. Yeah, we're going to just try and get some interviews here, find out who won, and get some results to you. So stay with us, stick with us a little bit longer, and we'll find out who's taken this result. Just watching the guys coming in here. Going to be pretty exhausted, I'm sure. Quite a few heats today already. Just bear with us as we wait for the guys to just put their gear away. If you've got any questions for them, leave them on our YouTube, on the comments section, and we can ask them some questions.
Because they're still getting change and stuff for the prize giving now.
We need to do it now.
Yeah, we need to do it.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk maybe, Rage? Or should I do it?
A few words. So we're going to get a few words from these guys now. Stick with us as we get the winners and these guys who are in these final heats over for a few questions. Yeah, any questions, just let us know some words. If you want to ask them a few words, then here's your opportunity. Just quickly post up your questions on the YouTube and we'll get them towards these guys, so let us know.
All right, here we are. Final of the very first day of the EFPT in Lanzarote. I got Adrian Besson right next to me. How did it go out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun day. I thought that the wind would be lighter than what we had actually. I had like some really fun hits against all the guys, and this final was a bit more light. Was harder to pull out the big tricks, but still fun out there. I love this spot. It's always good fun. Some jumps going out, the freestyle tricks coming in. It's all good.
I mean, in the morning when we started the competition, it seemed to be a bit stronger, didn't it? I mean, now it really dropped again, and I saw you guys a bit struggling on your 4.8, right?
Yeah. The first 2 rounds of the contest, I think that was the moment when the wind was the best. Right now it drops a lot. There is still some good gust close to the shore, but sometime outside on the reef it's really light. It's just yeah, it's like that. We just deal with the wind and the wave.
I mean, it sort of seemed to be like a bit rematch of last year between Jentel and you in the final in 2018. Let's see what the next couple of competition days will bring, and we are just waiting for Jentel Kers to come along. We want to have him in a little chat before you guys go on stage, and then we will announce the winner of the single elimination of the EFPT here in Lanzarote. So in the meantime, talking, Adrian.
Let's do this, man.
Where did he come from? Where did you go before? I mean, I was together with you in Brazil, and then you went to Cape Town. And what did you do in the meantime?
Yeah, during the winter, yeah. So we were together in Brazil November. Then I flew to Cape Town the 10th of December, and I stayed there until end of January. Then I was home for 2 months. And then we had Bonaire beginning of April, the PWA. After that, I went to Maui for the Fanatic and Duotone photo shoot. And I came back home and I just stayed home May and June. May was actually quite good, like some strong winds, good wave session. And June was more calm. We had like the super hot weather these last weeks. I mean, yeah, like for 1 week it was super hot. Like I've seen like hot like that, but in the full summer. But like at the beginning of the summer was insane, no wind at all. But yeah, and now I'm just here, you know. And yeah, it's kind of a rematch as last year against Jentel, and the conditions are much lighter. But it's always good to be against him in the final.
Yeah, let's wait for the results. I mean, Jentel, come up here. Jentel in the final against Adrian Besson. I mean, Jentel, the wind did drop a bit in the end. How did it feel out there?
Yeah, the wind dropped a bit, but you know, it's amazing to be in the final again. A bit of flashback of last year with Besson. But at the end, we only had to do 3 moves, and we have a long time, so we both got to a solid heat. I don't know the results yet, but I don't know. I love this place to sail, and then against these guys, you know, they're all so good here. Like they're really jumpers. And
while we were commentating your guys' heat, it seemed to be a little bit of a rematch from last year, because in 2018 we did have exactly that combo, you against Besson in the final. I mean, there are 3 more competition days to come for now, and this is just the single eliminations. And we don't want to hold you up for too long, because you guys got to go up on stage, and then Sparky, the head judge of the European Tour, will announce the winner. Jan, you got anything to say for your fans back home in Belgium?
No, but you know, it's the first day, so stay tuned and follow the next days. Now they go into the junior, so have fun watching. See you later.
All right,
So we're back in the studio. Great chat there with Jentel and Adrian Besson. Still not knowing the scores, so we'll bring you the scores. We'll bring you the scores soon, and we'll try and get a camera up on the stage on the podium for you guys, just to see what the final score is of this heat. So let's see. Let's wait and see. Just a few more minutes, and we'll do that. We'll get a camera up there and see what we can get. Join us in a few minutes. So there were the images. It's Adrian Bosson who took the victory there. Super happy, of course. Very excited about that, and a good start for this competition. 3 more days to go, so still plenty to do, but a solid start and a nice way to kick off the competition. So that's a wrap for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we will have more live tomorrow. Hopefully all bugs fixed, and we'll bring you guys plenty more exciting action. So it's on now. Actually, the juniors are still on for a little bit. We'll see how the light wind affects those heats, but I think it's looking good. The juniors are playing around. We've got Yentul Cares here actually. Yentul, you're gonna join us for a few words?
Yeah, I have time now.
How was that for you out there?
I mean, it was pretty fun. Huh? I like Lanzarote, good conditions. Final was a little bit light, but we have a long time, so it was good.
Man, I mean, it's so impressive what you do in these light winds, and this technique you've developed as well to do these power combo moves in such light winds. How do you do that? Where did you learn that? Because you train in such strong wind places.
Yeah, but it's all about timing. Like timing is really important for the double moves. Like you don't use so much power for it. Like I don't know. But what I found impressive is how Bosson sailed on the port deck. I saw a few moves of him in the final, and going out was really light now. Coming in, you can use a bit of wave to go down and do some good moves, but I mean, it's fun. It's a bit of flashback of last year.
I was going to say, it's pretty reminiscent of last year. And
he also won last year the first thing.
Exactly the same, isn't
yes.
it? He won the first one, and you had quite a strong comeback in the double, so you got a bit of work to do to live up to the same standards as last year.
Yeah, but it's fun, you know. It keeps a challenge, you know. I like it.
Exactly. So, and I'm sure he'll be wanting to stop you. So it's going to be super interesting to see.
I can only say I'm really happy to back in the final. You know, the level is, I don't know, from the beginning on, everyone sails really, really well. Like in my first heat, I had Kiri. I mean, it's one of the guys I watched up to when I was younger, and he's ripping like crazy.
To get that in pretty well in the second round, though, pretty much the first round like of competition is a very hard draw. You've done super well with that heat and such a high score as well. I think it may have been the highest heat score of the day actually. So yeah, I mean what a result there for you in that, and now sitting in second.
Yeah. We will see. You know, we have 3 more days, so it's a long event. Huh?
Yeah. And this looks good now for you for the title race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much like.
If I can stay this second, I have for sure the title.
Yeah.
Because the only one who can win is Japo. If he makes 2 first, and I do less than second or third. But anyway, you know, I come for the events, and
it's still a little way to go.
Yeah.
It's you've got yourself in good steps.
Yeah.
So
it's a good start for the event. All right, we're into the juniors, I think.
Yeah, juniors are on. Look, here we go. You guys can see what we're up to at home. This is us in the booth.
What's up?
That was it. So cool, Yentul. Thanks so much for joining us, and thank you everyone else for joining us.
All right.
Peace and love, and enjoy your rest of the evening back at home. And
thank you.
See you guys tomorrow.
See you later. Bye bye.
Thanks. Join us again. Yeah, if you want to see any of this again, then you can see it on efpt.net/live, and you can check it on YouTube. You'll be able to see the replay of this live event, so you can go back and check that. Until tomorrow, join us again. Thanks very much.
Winterland.